Hey, what's up guys, this is Seb Sanford, and although it's been a long time since I've done my last SGN episode, we have now reached episode 20 of my SGN sketches, inspired by John Krasinski. And you're asking yourselves, why am I wearing a tea towel over my shirt? Well, it's because I was drinking a smoothie and I didn't want my shirt to get ruined. Well, now that I'm not drinking a smoothie, I can now take this tea towel off like this. For sure. Yep, for this episode, I'm wearing my SGN t-shirt from 7ly.com. I'm very happy with this t-shirt, and I'm happy to be supporting John Krasinski with his YouTube channel for good news and everyone being inspired to create great SGN content just like myself. Well, before we get to the notes, here's a video of me drinking a smoothie before I started recording this episode. Heaven. Thank goodness I didn't make a mess of fruit smoothies. Anyways, now, let's get to the good news. First segment of the day. It is about the month of August, in which we are now on. And to start off, because it's August, I'm going to read a little poem from my daily extra notes from my Peanuts calendar. And it's from the words of Helen Winslow. Let me read it out to you. The brilliant poppy flaunts her head amidst the ripening grain, and adds her voice to swell the song that August's here again. This one's for you, Helen Winslow. Yeah, I got that name right. Okay, let's get on to the notes. Since we started the month of August, we are experiencing a very hot heat wave here in the UK at around 30 degrees C, and probably that means it's around 80 plus degrees Fahrenheit. So this heat wave is happening here in the middle of nowhere, just outside of Bath, and in many places like London, Wembley, I think that's also in London, Wales, probably Greece, which is the hottest place to be in right now, and probably my favorite city I enjoy visiting but miss it so much, Toronto. So for those of you who are watching my SGN episode right now about the heat wave, be sure to close your blinds so that you don't let all the heat into your room, so that you don't have to sleep worrying about the temperatures. And be sure to open your windows by the time you go to sleep to let all the fresh air in, and probably do the same thing over and over again until the heat wave is gone. And be sure to drink some water to help you stay hydrated. Just in case. And be sure to put on some sunscreen around your parts of your body to make sure that you don't get a sunburn. And I think that's all the tips I should give you to stay safe during this heat wave and in quarantine. We're still waiting for this pandemic to end. And yeah, just make sure you know what you're doing during the heat wave, wherever you are in the globe, around the globe. And yeah, that's it. Stay safe from the heat wave and enjoy the sunshine, if you can. Speaking of the heat wave, we go on over to my next segment I like to call Weather or Not. And we have our latest weather report on this heat wave. And for more on that, we go on over to another Seb. Let's see what he's got for us. Other Seb, what's it like out there? And now for some good news on the weather report, on my weather report, Weather or Not. And the weather here, it looks pretty good, even though I'm behind green screen. Okay, I was expecting a much bigger background because what he has on him right now is just a green screen with the SGN studio. So why don't we go on to another Seb who has more on that story. Okay, another Seb. What's the weather like now? Well, Seb, it looks pretty good and sunny. I would have said so myself. This is going to be a hot weekend, don't you think? The next segment is for the Disney Plus fans who are enjoying their subscriptions to Disney Plus. And for those of you who are enjoying the original content and you're still waiting for your Disney movies to appear on streaming services, well, think again, because this month we're going to be experiencing some really great Disney Plus releases like the new Phineas and Ferb movie, Candace Against the Universe. I've already done a couple videos on those. If you want to check them out, I put the links in the description of this video. You're probably going to watch them later anyway. And there's also the one and only Ivan movie, based on the book of the same name by Catherine Applegate, which is actually based on the true story of the same gorilla Ivan who learns how to draw and paint pictures. And speaking of the one and only Ivan, I'm already reading the second book. It's called The One and Only Bob, which is the sequel to One and Only Ivan. I've already read the first book, and I'm looking forward to watching the One and Only Ivan movie adaptation. Permission to cry during the movie? Granted. And the next movie, probably a TV series, you should definitely watch every episode of Muppets Now weekly, every Friday. I'm enjoying Muppets Now, and I think that's all I've got for the Disney Plus recommendations. Anyways, moving on. And as you can see, I'm a little bit sweaty after doing this episode of my SGN sketch. Is it some good news or Seb's good news? I'll probably go with a little bit of both. I think that wraps up today's episode of Seb's good news, or maybe some good news. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode, although it's been too long since episode 19. And yeah, there's always good in the world, just like John Krasinski says at the end of every episode he does on YouTube. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button for new videos, hit the bell, and you can follow me on my socials. Links in description are down below. And that's it for me here and the team here in the middle of nowhere. Stay safe and healthy, and be sure to put on your sunscreen because of the heat wave we're having still. And I'll see you soon. Good night, everyone, and probably good day as well. Bye.